Of the Niles West Sectional. The winner of this game goes on to play in the Super Sectional. Hall in left, Franklin in center, and defensively, Danny Pritz also in right. And we're set to get underway. Here's Mackey to lead it off for the Leyden Eagles. Paul Duncan, the left-hander, delivers. There's a bunt. Right to Duncan, over to first. And quickly one up, one down. Here's Jonathan Weaver. Defensively, third to first for the Trevians. Lashmet, Gardner, Murphy, and Dylan Napoleon. Lashmet, Gardner, and Murphy, all conference players for the Trevians. There's a strike on Weaver. Weaver's supposed to be their best pitcher, but he pitched the game that got the Eagles into this game. A rain-delayed game, a day delayed against the Glenbrook North Spartans. Strike three. And two down. Here's Even. Anthony Even. Takes a strike. There's a line shot. That's going to be a gapper. And back towards the fence. And Anthony Even into second with the double. Here's Stevens. Cameron Stevens, Jr. The look back to second. And now Paul Duncan ready. Pitch on the way. That's high a ball. Ball one. Swing and a miss, strike. The Nutri Trevians trying to get to the Super Sectional for the second year in a row. Swing and a miss, strike. And hoping to get beyond the sectional for the first time since 2000. Yeah, he thought he had him, but nope. Ball. Just underway. Look at a miss, strike three. And the inning over. We go to the bottom half of the first. And James Hall leads it off. Hall, Murphy, and Franklin do up. There's a strike one. Little foul tip. Be sure to join us on our Comcast network affiliates for baseball all summer long. the lock and load. And that's a ball outside for Hall. James has really been hitting well. Headed to Denison in the fall. The pitch on the way. And it bounces in, 55-footer for the ball. And low and outside. Now the pitch. Swing, a ground ball, slow roller. Shortstop has it on the bounce. Over to first in time. And there's one away. Here's Mac Murphy. That's a ball outside, ball one. Ground ball, shortstop has it, up throwing and throws it away. And off to second goes Mac Murphy with the double, as it were. The error putting Murphy on second. And here's Sam Franklin. There's a base hit to right center, and that's going to score Murphy with the first run of the ball game, and the Trevians lead it 1-0. Here's Chris Lashman. There's a strike. Chris went 3 for 3 against Niles West. He's batting .500 in the playoffs, including one home run. There's a base hit to right. Throw over to third, not in time. Runners at the corners for Ben Gardner. And quickly, the coach out to have a word with the Leiden pitcher, Sam Rodriguez. Now we're set. Here's a bunt, and it is a beauty. Suicide squeeze works to perfection. Franklin home with the run. Gardner safe at first with the bunt single. Here's Will Neal. And it's 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike. Low and outside the ball. They look in. That's a ball. Blackjack on the count to Will Neal, designated hitter. There's a line shot right down the right field line. That's going to bounce to the fence. And Neal in with a double. That will score 2. And 4 runs in here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's Danny Pritz. There's a bunt. And another beauty, and that's going to be another infield bunt single. So Danny Pritz aboard and Neal on over to third. And here's Dylan Napoleon. And time called, second timeout. And do we have a new pitcher? I can't tell by the number yet. Here's Dylan Napoleon. Nope. Throw to first, runner back. Third baseman pulled in. That's a low ball. Infield bunched up the middle. Throw to first, runner back. Glad to have you with us on the network line, wherever you may be. Obviously in the New Trier Township. This is broadcast on the Education Channel of our games on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Ground ball to third, knocked down, picked up, throw. Got him at second, safe at first, and the fielder's choice brings home another run. And it is 5-0. So pulling it on at first, and here's T.J. O'Donnell. T.J. has a couple of home runs, ground ball foul. Another one of the players tall enough to be a basketball player, 6'4", maybe 6'5", a pitch outside a ball. TJ headed to Augustana in the fall. There's a long fly ball. Back it goes. Back and long gone. Out over the scoreboard. A home run for T.J. O'Donnell. So T.J. makes the score 7-0 here in the first inning. Here, and new pitcher on the mound now. Raul Hernandez now pitching. So Hernandez comes in to face James Hall. As the Trevians have batted around, 10th man to bat in the inning. Swinging a strike. That's low in the dirt. The ball, and the count was up at 1-1. Ground ball foul. And that's in the dirt ball. Hernandez gets his sign. The pitch to Hall. There's a line shot. And up over the head of the right fielder. Out towards the warning track. Into second with a double is James Hall. Sixth hit of the inning. And here's Mac Murphy. The Trevians will play the winner of the Fenwick sectional if they win today at Alexian Field, which my guess would be probably Oak Park. Pitches high a ball. Oak Park and Guerin playing at Fenwick. Swing and a miss, strike. So Hall at second. 2 away. 7 runs in here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike. There's a pop-up foul out of play. The all-time record in a playoff for runs scored by the Trevians. Probably that game against 16 runs in the game against Von Steuben earlier in the year. Fly ball, right fielder, he has it for the out and the inning. But the Trevians score 7 and lead at 7-0 at the end of 1. We'll be back with more in just a moment here on the network. Well, the Trevians leading this one 7-0 as we go to the second inning. The sectional championship game. And Serrano leads it off. Serrano, Natali, and Townley do it. Now we're set. First pitch is Serrano, swinging a miss, strike. Josh Serrano. And a ball inside, and the counting is up at 1-1. The left-hander Duncan looks in, gets his sign from TJ. Yeah, foul ball. Joe Serrano bats. Little squibber foul. Count holds. Join us here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Baseball playoffs get to that time of year. That's high and outside a ball. Now we'll start playing in larger stadiums if we win. The minor league ballparks at Schaumburg and at Joliet. Foul ball back behind us. This year, the state championship being held at Silver Cross Stadium. Outside a ball. At ballpark in Joliet. Now the delivery. There's a high pop-up foul out of play down the line. Got around that a little early. And a base hit to left. Leadoff single. And here's Natali. Joe Natali. The look over, the delivery. There's a strike. Ground ball. Through for the base hit. Single. And 2 aboard. And here's Townley. Jack Townley, the batter. Takes a pitch high for a ball. 2 on, nobody out. Top of the second inning. Trevians have a 7-run cushion to deal with. Meat of the batting order due up for the Trevians, bottom half of the second inning. Duncan's pitch, low and inside a ball. Cochario due up. Sam Cochario on deck. That's a ball. Throw over to first. Runner back. 3-0. And strike. And the count is 3-1 on Jack Townley. Number 7 in the batting order for the Eagles of Leyden. And ball 4. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. And here's Cochario. Sam Cochario. And the delivery in there for a strike. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Shaded slightly to right. There's a high fly ball. Right fielder coming in. Shallow has it for the out. Runners will hold. 1 away. Here's Mike Oddie, the batter. Danny Pritz coming in to make the catch on the Cochario fly out. 1 away. Got the Eagles nesting on all the bases here. Backed away from it. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Wind blowing out. Could be a slight factor for something hit up in the air. That's a ball low. Dottie. Low and away, a ball. And I believe the count's blackjack. Throw back to second. Got away. Would have been close, but Murphy didn't hold on to the ball. Strike on the inside corner. Duncan with the sign from O'Donnell into the windup. That's a ball, missed a little bit inside. Number 9 batter in the Eagles lineup. Leyden High School, Franklin Park. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So they had the bases loaded with nobody out. Now they got the bases loaded with 2 out. And here's Tim Mackey. He grounded out a little comebacker to Paul Duggan, his first time up, takes a pitch high and outside a ball. Franklin Park, just a little southeast of O'Hare Airport. Rosemont's due east, and just south of Rosemont is Franklin Park. Right on Wolf Road is one of the two campuses. They divide their school too, like New Trier. With them, I believe it's freshmen and sophomores in the old West Leyden and juniors and seniors in the East Leyden. I believe. I'm not positive on that one. I know they divide the school, but I'm not sure which way they do it. There's a line shot. That's going to be a base hit. Single to left and scores 2, and it's 7-2 as Tim Mackey delivers. And here's Jonathan Weaver. So Jonathan Weaver bats. Pitch, a fly ball, right field. And Pritz takes it for the out. They end the inning. But in the inning, 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 2 left. And we go to the bottom half of the frame. And Sam Franklin will lead it off. Bottom half of the second inning. Sam singled his first time up. Foul ball. Back to the screen. Actually stuck in the screen a little bit. There's a line shot. That's going to drop in for the base hit. Single to left. And Franklin aboard, and here's Chris Lashmet. He singled his last time up. Here's Lashmet. Pitch, swing and a miss, straight. There's a fly ball, dead away center. Look out, back she goes, back and gone. A home run to dead away center. And just that quick, the Trevians have gotten those 2 runs back and lead it 9-2. Lashmet with the power stroke to dead away center. And here's Ben Gardner. Second home run of the playoffs for Chris. Here's Gardner. Low and outside a ball. So far, the Trevians have really stayed focused in the playoffs. It's a good sign to see. Can take you quite far. That's a ball low and outside. And fielding-wise, Trevians have made only 1 error in 3 games. Little foul tip, and again, this umpire got it. He was the umpire in the game against the Titans at Glenbrook South, the regional championship game, and he got dinged up a couple of times. There's a fly ball, center field. Running over, right center, and a nice diving catch for the out. One away. Here's Will Neal. He doubled his last time up, scoring 2. Inside a ball. There's a fly ball out towards center field. 2 hops the fence, and into second with the double is Will Neal. Second double of the ball game for Will. And here's Danny Pritz. 1 out, runner at second. Another 2 runs in here in the bottom of the second for the Trevians on the man aboard home run by Chris Lashmet. There's a little scooper caught by the second baseman. And there's 2 away. Here's Dylan Napoleon. Time called. Two out. Will Neal with his leadoff second. That's a strike on the inside corner. Outfield playing straight away and giving up the power alleys. Foul ball. Back behind us. Little foul tip. There's a bigger crowd on Wednesday in real time, the New Trier Niles West game, than here today for the championship. Foul ball back to the screen. And a nice diving catch in center field. On the line shot. And the getting over. But the Trevians score 2 more. And at the end of 2, Trevians lead at 9-2. And we'll be back with more. The Trevians offense has really taken command of this ball game. 2 home runs, one by O'Donnell and one by Lashmet. And the Trevians leading this one 9-2. Anthony Even leads it off. Even, Stevens, and Serrano do up. 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order. That's a ball 1. The lock and load. And a strike. And the count comes up at 1-1. And the pitch by Naganet sort of slipped out. Ball. Blackjack on the count. And strike 2. And the count's up at deuces. Partly cloudy morning, actually. Started the game at 11 o'clock. And Anthony Even hit by a pitch. And here's Cameron Stevens. Duggan delivers inside, and he gets hit. 2 pitches and 2 hit batters, 2 aboard, and nobody out. And here's Serrano. Josh Serrano. There's a strike on the inside corner, strike one. Paul Duncan headed to Eastern Kentucky in the fall. Will be one of the Trevians playing college baseball. That's a ball. Ground ball. Second baseman Murphy has it. Over to second out. Back over to first. Not in time. And a fielder's choice. And here's Natale, and he hits a slow ground ball right to Gardner. Steps on the bag and over to first for the double play to end the inning. We go to the bottom half of the third. Despite the fact Paul Duncan pitched himself in a jam, he pitched himself right back out of it. And letting it off is T.J. O'Donnell. Takes a pitch outside the ball. T.J. hit a home run his last time up. Up over the scoreboard in left. There's a strike. That's a high ball. And blackjack on the count to O'Donnell. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at deuces. Yeah, it's a low ball. And high, ball four. So TJ draws the walk. And here's James Hall. Going to get a courtesy runner over at first. And that's Steven Spellman. Pitch low ball to James Hall. James grounded out in the first and doubled in the first, batting here in the third. Trevian sent 11 men to the plate in the first inning. Showing bunt. It's a low ball. And ball four. So Hall draws a walk. And two very fast runners on the base. Here's Mac Murphy. Mac was safe on an error and flew out in the first inning. Strike. Batting here in the third. That's a ball. Pulled it back. There's a bunt foul. And by the way, no, we've got another new pitcher. Sam Cochario is now pitching for the Eagles. And he went. Strike three. He knew he did. And there's one away. Here's Sam Franklin. 2 for 2 on the day. Both singles. Scored 2 runs. Trevian center fielder headed to Harvard in the fall. That's low ball. Yeah, it's high ball. Boy, you don't want to load the bases up for Lashmet. He parked one over the center field fence last time up. And they are threatening that here. The all-time Trevian home run record, in case you're interested, Lashmet's been hitting up a storm, hitting a lot of those of late, but he's still quite a few shy of the record. The record is 11, set by both Chris Harang and Matt Loddick. Loddick is junior year. Chris Harang in his senior year. Pitch is high, a ball. No, I take that back. I think it was a junior year for Harang, too. And the bases are loaded. All via walks, and here's Chris Lashmet. Pitch inside a ball. They will pitch very carefully to Lashmet. That's a ball low and inside. They look in. And the delivery. Swing and a miss. Straight. 1 out. And Trev's all over the place. Spellman running for O'Donnell at third. Hall at second. Franklin at first. And a soft liner. That's going to drop in for the base hit. That's going to score 2. And over to third goes Franklin. Runners at the corners. And another 2 runs in, and it is 11-2. Here's Ben Gardner. There's a strike. Partly cloudy day. There's a ball just a little outside. Dropped, too. Might have dropped in late. And low ball. Foul ball back to the screen. So Ben Gardner bats. Ground ball. Third baseman going to go for the double play and threw it away. That's going to bring home a run. And Lashmet will stop at third on the error. And it is 12-2. Ball outside to Will Neal. Well, the Trevian's in the slaughter role here. 10-run lead. Got to get to the 5th inning, though. There's a high pop-up. Foul. Weaver waits, takes it for the out. Here's Danny Pritz. That gets away, and coming home to score is Lashmet. And it's 13-2, favor the Trevians. There's a strike. Uh, 49-5-7. Now they pitch to Pritz, a pop-up, and caught in foul territory. We're out number 3. The Trevians in the playoffs now have outscored their opponents 52-9. Wow. Some of the True Blue Trevian crew here today to watch the game. And some of the crowd down the line. The group running down the line, and plus we've got James Will Hibbard warming up in the bullpen. Bottom third of the batting order due up. There's a strike. Strike 2. Jack Townley. Strike 3. Caught him looking. One away. Cochario hits a fly ball. A little pop-up. Caught by Gardner for the out. 2 down. Here's Mike Oddie. Sophomore Mike Oddie. Foul ball back to the screen. Strike 1. Of course, you got to count in that 52 runs. Trevian's outscoring their opponents 52-9. You got to count that 27-2 rout of Von Steuben in the first game of the playoffs. Strike 3. And a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And we played through 3.5. Here's Dylan Napoleon. Takes a ball that bounces in. Little squibber foul. Count evens up at 1-1. Napoleon safe on the fielder's choice. Scored a run. Flew out to center. Now foul ball. 1-2. And Dylan Napoleon hit by the pitch. And here's T.J. O'Donnell. High pop-up. Shortstop calling for it. Takes it for the out. 1 away. And here's Steven Spellman. Batting for Hall. He came in to play left field last inning. There's a strike. Spellman ran for O'Donnell last inning and scored a run. Now batting on his own accord. Trevian's in the slaughter roll here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That's a strike. That's a high ball. So the first runner back. Squibber foul. And a line shot to center. It's a base hit. And Napoleon stops at second. So 2 on. And here's Tommy Harvey batting for Mac Murphy. And Tommy, ground ball foul. Got a whack at it down the line. Little Squibber foul. The look in, the pitch on the way. Low and outside a ball. 1-2. The pinch hitter Tommy Harvey. High bounder, 1 bounce. Shortstop to second on the first for the double play to end the inning. And we go to the 5th. Trevian's leading at 13-2, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. Trevian's lead this one, 13-2. Hold 'em and go home time. Or more directly, hold 'em and go to the Sweet 16, the Super Sectional, against Oak Park. Oak Park won their game 8-2. So it'll be probably New Trier against Oak Park in the Super Sectional. Will Hibbert in to finish off the game. Strike 1 to Mackey. Top of the batting order due up for the Eagles. So Will Hibbert getting a chance to get in an inning. There's a fly ball, left field, left center, and take it by Stephen Spellman out there in left for out number 1. Here's John Weaver. 0 for 2 at the plate. Takes a strike. Foul ball back to the screen. The lock and load inside the ball. Low and outside the ball. Hibbert, big boy, 6'8", about 220. 230, something like that. High pop up. Second baseman Mac Murphy backs up and takes it for the out. 2 down. And it's all up to Anthony Even. He'd been on base twice. Fouls one off. Got around early on one of Hibbard's pitches. Strike one. And the ball. That's low ball. Ground ball right to Gardner. Gardner over to Dylan Napoleon, and the ball game all over. And the Trevians win the sectional. So for the second year in a row, the Trevians have won the sectional and advanced to the super sectional game at Alexian Field out in Schaumburg. The Trevians will take on the Oak Park River Forest Huskies. Former conference rivals, the two of them used to be in the old Suburban League back in the 70s and before. But in any case, the Trevians win this one 13-2, and we'll be back in just a moment to wrap this ball game up. The final word on this ball game, as the Trevians win the sectional over the Leyden Eagles. For the Trevians, 13 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They were struck out just one time. They were walked 3 times, and the Trevians left just 4 on base. For the Leyden Eagles, 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. They were struck out 3 times. They were walked. Take that back. They were struck out 5 times. They were walked just once. And the Eagles also left 4 on base. So now it's on to the super sectional as the Trevians continue to play on. One of 16 teams left in Class AA. And for all of us here at the network, hope you enjoyed this broadcast. And we say, as always, so long, everybody.